side, let's say, if as a club, in these visions, if you don't have this part of creating young players, which is probably part of your careers, maybe working in some clubs with kids and everything, what does it mean? Biological clock is ticking, never stops. So it means if you don't respect that process of promoting these young players to the first squad or giving them chance, and you don't, it's like a product. You don't have the product, and in one moment you need the product. So what it will be? It's a scarce. So there will be nobody who will play for your team. Okay? There will be nobody who will play later to your first squad, and who will be the biggest victim of all that? Indian football, Indian national team. Because these boards, when they go through that process, youth, the first squad, first team, I-League, ISL League, young national teams, senior national teams, because everybody a couple of days ago when we were watching all together a game against Kuwait, you know, you want to see your team performing, winning, because you want to see your national team going higher, right? So, and if you don't respect those things and you just say, okay, let's go and buy players, and there is nobody who's producing that product, so at one moment there will be no more players. Or you will be able, or you will be obliged to take one product which is maybe on the market, not competitive against the top level market, and then you will never reach certain levels, and you will never have possibility to qualify for big tournaments, and then, you know, killing the spirit of the game, losing interest for the game. So that's why with all the vision that we had in the beginning with our owners and the staff, say, look, we have to provide these kind of things, because we are not afraid to give boys a chance. Okay, let's go and play. Everybody now, especially in the beginning of this season, when we were missing a couple of players and everything, there were young guns stepping up. Okay, let's go and play. Everybody was a little bit, you know, suspicious. Yeah, but we believe in them. Self-confidence and everything, this is how it goes. So if we speak about all these things, what are the essential elements of professional football? What are some examples of? There are many examples in the world of football. Starting from every country, worldwide, you have at least one club who is doing that. You know, producing, starting from Holland, Ajax. Everybody heard about Ajax. For years, decades, you know, it's a machine producing players, giving them chance to play in the first squad, and in one moment, national teams, bam, 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 senior, bam, big transfers. They're becoming top players, you know, worldwide. Then now, if you go in a history back, like from my experience, I'll tell you my experience. 1998, I was still a young boy, not even 21. One day I arrived at the club. Okay, we were supposed to play one qualification round game for Champions League against one team from Iceland, I remember. Sitting in the dressing room, getting ready for going out for warming up. Sporting director came into the dressing room telling me, you have to go to the office to see the president. I was like, okay, what happened? I was the youngest one of the team, playing in the starting 11. I went up there in the office, he was saying, with the coach, he was saying, today he will not be playing, okay? Because we sold him. Transfer is done. So if he is playing today, he will not have right to play for the team over there. We sold you, you are going to France. I was sitting in my home country in France. Like, you know, there was the time without internet, without all these things and everything. So then arriving in France, you see the level and see certain things, how the professional level is working for years. I remember France started that process in 1996. Then from 1998, you started with Holland, Spain, Germany, Belgium, our country started in 2006, 2007, saying, look, now we start with the new process, forming players. And after 2014, you have top team with top players who will be playing in top teams around the European best clubs. And this kind of vision and how it has to look like, not only on the level of Football Federation, but on the level of football clubs, is what makes difference. So we recognized that in the moment 2.5 years ago that we would like with Kerala Blasters to create all together with the support of our community, environment, fans, media, club, everybody, these important things which will create these new young generations, players who will become the important part of young national teams, first squad, later on maybe senior national team, who knows, we'll see. So, and this is what gives kind of small piece of your identity, that as a club, Kerala Blasters tomorrow can be recognized like a club who is like producing certain things, giving certain things to the federation, you got appreciated, and then you start building up a process of the club functioning and being sustainable by itself, saying, if nobody else is doing that, and you are trying to do something differently, with some group of foreign players who can come and make difference, like, you know, you find one Adrian Luna, then you got Werner, who is like working with him, then you see Adrian Luna who can run 3 games in a row, you know, these kind of things. And then you create that vision, you create that tomorrow Kerala Blasters also in one moment can start collecting, you know, from financial side, transfers, all these things, marketing. This is how it goes in professional football. Because these are the things that today on professional top level make this business being sustainable, alive, and that's how many clubs worldwide, especially on top level, keep going. Okay? So this, let's say, can I change this? Or just touch the enter. Okay, look, in all those what we are speaking about, like with the learning objectives, how to operate. So the moment you are entering one club, you have to recognize, okay, what's the current situation? What are the things that maybe you would like to change together with your management, together with your coaching staff, medical staff? What are the things that very often when we talk to the players, very often when we talk about these improvements and changing, we never say that we want to change something. We always say we want to add something new. For example, if we talk to one player, you know, you have one player, new player coming to your club, because there were a couple of players that we wanted actually previous year. We wanted to sign a couple of players, okay? We managed to get them. And then whenever we talk to them and speak, we say, look, we don't want to change your playing style. No, that's why we want you. But maybe we would like to add something to your playing style, that maybe you can become better, that maybe you can improve, increase your level, and, you know, lift our team higher up, or, you know, change certain things. So then, many of those things, like, you know, understanding how to operate within the existing structure of the club, working relationship within existing structure, how you cooperate with everybody within the club as a head coach. Because as a head coach, as a technical staff, you always say, okay, let's make a plan, let's make a program. Okay, we have the program, we have the plan. The first thing as a coach, so the first thing, don't forget this. The first thing as a coach, I do that every morning. So the day before we talk about our tomorrow's program, or we talk about next steps or something. But the first thing, when you plan, when you wake up in the morning, you have to know that something will not go following the plan. And then as a coach, you must be capable and developing yourself, your mindset must be ready to say, okay, I have to modify or improvise within 2 minutes. So it means you can prepare your program, you can prepare your training and plan, and you come to the training session and we get the information, you know what, these 2 players, you know, there is a problem, you know, they didn't sleep good, and then you have to modify, you have to change. So as a coach, of course, you want to be prepared, you want to be ready, but you must be capable of improvising and modifying, working within the structure where the things can change. Okay, so this is the quality of one of the, I will tell you the next one, okay? Let me ask you, what do you think as a football coach? Because they say, what one football coach, what's the biggest quality and the best quality that one football coach must have? Anybody has an idea? Yeah? But yeah, any of those things.
Having a full philosophy.
Yeah, you build up your philosophy, you must have your idea. Yeah, leadership. Great.
Knowledge.
Okay.
Knowledge.
Communication.
Yes. One of the also most important thing. Okay.
Knowledge about the things.
Yes.
be a
But-
role model.
To
Role model.
yes, okay, to show good examples, yeah. But the quality
It's a timekeeper.
to adapt and to adapt to current situation, because before we arrived to Kerala, okay, I remember landing in Kochi. Okay, I remember flying. We sitting in the airport in Europe and saying, you know, we are going there, and well, what do you think, boy? Or what should we expect? You know, we are sitting like we don't know. So you're landing somewhere. So for us, okay, we researched, we were watching games and everything, but it was kind of, you know, it was kind of you're standing off the cliff, and okay, you see down there is a water. You're jumping now in the water, height of I don't know 50 meters. You don't know how you will fly, and you don't know how you will land. So this is how actually as a coach you say, okay, you must be capable to adapt immediately to a current situation when you arrive. So this is as a coach tomorrow, whenever you find yourself. So you say, okay, this is the project, this is the job, but you must adapt to a current situation. This morning, you want to go and create a training session, you want to go and do something. You go there, you see, football pitch is not good. Okay, you wanted to do something that okay, we have to change, you have to modify. We planned 3 times 10. Okay, let's play 3 times 10. But then in one moment, it starts pouring rain. And you cannot continue anymore. Okay, let's go and run. Remember the game before Jamshedpur, now in the beginning, and also before Odisha, I think. So, in the week, in the perfect week, before the game against Jamshedpur, the day before the game, which is the most important training of your week, because the day before the game, you are preparing this final touch. How you want to approach, how you want to press them, how you want to do tactical and everything. We are starting warming up. There is a plan. Okay, we do this. Okay, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, let's go following it. Because day before the game, you also have 1 hour for training. The other team is also coming to your pitch. Okay? Then just in the middle of warming up, after 20 minutes, boom, it starts pouring rain. In 5 minutes, there is water on the pitch. You cannot do nothing no more. So we had to stop training. Okay? And then we had to send them inside. And then we didn't have the perfect preparation for the game. But with the mindset, how you want to improvise, and then, okay, let's do in the night in the hotel, okay, we're sitting with the players, we'll show them a couple of things, video, the players they know from the work, and they will understand. Okay? Tomorrow, very difficult game, we managed to win. Okay? Against Odisha, the same. I think during that week, day before the game, and 2 days before the game, 2 times the same. After 15-20 minutes, water on the pitch, we couldn't. So then you find yourself in a situation, you cannot prepare the things the way you think it should be done. Improvise, modify, being capable of, okay, how to manage the things, okay? How to manage the things to get the result or to get the job done, okay? So, change please, just touch. So then actually, touch enter already, okay? So with all these things that you just mentioned, okay? Operating within the existing structure of the club. When you enter the club, okay, seeing from the top of the management to the bottom, do you have all the things? Okay, do you have all the things needed for the training session? Do you have all the logistics? Do you have all the materials? Whatever you need, these things that you have to deal with it, okay? What is that? You have to analyze, you have to see all these things and then to develop if you need certain things. What do you need for the training sessions? What do you need? How you communicate with the medical staff? How you communicate with technical staff? Because as a head coach, you wake up, you find yourself, okay, there is my technical staff, there is my medical staff, there are players, there are medias, there are guys from PR, there, you know, like 50 people that during the day you have to communicate, you have to organize, you have to modify. Or last night getting a phone call from a PR saying, Coach, look, today we know it's a day off, but tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the evening, we have to do that. Okay, modify. So again, as a coach, one of the biggest quality to adapt to current situation.